Name is Ike Johnstone. Right now we're at the Bill Pickett Riding Academy, located on West River Drive in Montgomery, Fairmount Park, Philadelphia. We moved in here to start a youth program to work with the youth, primarily in the Temple area. Basically what we do, we bring the kids down here. It's primarily was a summer program. We bring the kids down here during the summer months just to get them out the neighborhood, expose them to the horses, and we have them riding, but the whole thing wasn't designed to make riders out of them, but it's just to get them out the neighborhoods. Well, horses teach us a lot about ourselves, and it teaches, for example, there are 3 human emotions that are incompatible with communicating with a horse. It's anger, fear, and patience. If you have any anger in you, the horse is going to pick it up and you're not going to be able to communicate with the horse. So it teaches how to control your anger. Same thing with fear. If you have this fear running through you, they'll pick that up and you're not going to be able to communicate. So once you learn that you cannot communicate with this animal, if those 3 things are present, then you learn to get rid of those 3 things. I think I was always fascinated with horses, and I was hesitating because my brother brought something to my attention not long ago, because I remember telling him my first experience with a horse when we were young. I think I was about 6 or 7, and I'm from the Harrisburg area. A guy used to come around with a pony, and go around the neighborhood taking pictures, right? So while he was out in the neighborhood taking pictures, he used to park his trailer to near our house. So I used to go peep in the trailer, and I was so fascinated saying to myself, a horse used to be in there, right on down to building a stall next to my house, and didn't even have a horse, So I think like with most kids though, we're all fascinated about horses, and that was mine. And then when I had a chance to go away to school at Arizona State, on the weekends we used to go riding, and I think that's what started it. But getting involved with it with my kids, my wife we was all sitting around the table talking about what could we do with our kids as a family. So my wife said, she always liked horses. Well, I always had this little thing for horses, so I went out and bought one. When we bring, say, like a young kid in here, 7 or 8 years old, that's never been around a horse, just seen them on TV, they're terrified. Horses, because they're intimidating, you know what I'm saying? But then, once we start to working with them, we get them to the point where they'll lead this big animal. Can you imagine what that does to one? 2 days ago they was terrified. Now they're leading this big, huge animal, just with his fingertips. And it also teaches that you can get things, except young people, you can get things out of life without taking them. See, you ain't gonna take nothing from a horse. You're not gonna hold pulling. They measure stuff in horsepower. You know what I'm saying? So you have to cooperate with this horse to get this horse to cooperate with you. So it teaches cooperation. They don't care nothing about you being a corner boy, anything else. You know what I'm saying? You wanna respect me. That's what that horse is saying. It teaches you can get things done without taking them. We teach that there's love and strength, and that's what the horses are. There's love and strength. These are powerful animals.